Hey, it's Sergi, and welcome to the Safety Fellowship podcast. For safety talks, safety blogs, safety articles, safety learning and awareness, and all other safety subject matters, log on to safefellow.com. Come on, let's talk safety. Welcome. This is the first episode. On this episode, we're going to talk about fire safety. First of all, a brief introduction of myself. My name is Soji Balogun. I'm a fire protection inspector by profession. I served in the United States Navy, and I'm an alumni of the New York Institute of Technology. So back to the topic, fire safety. What is fire safety? Fire safety is the measure and practices for preventing or reducing injury and loss of life and property by fire. I'll say that again. Fire safety is the measure and practices for preventing or reducing injury and loss of life or property by fire. However, a fire wouldn't occur without being an hazard in place. So, before there is a fire, there must be reasons or causes of fire. So, that's what we call fire hazard. So, what can we say is a fire hazard? Fire hazard can be defined as any condition or substances that possesses the means to ignite or start a fire, or any material that has the potential to increase the severity of a fire. I'll say that again. Fire hazard can be said as any condition and or substances that possesses the means to ignite or start a fire, or any material that has the potential to increase the severity of a fire. What do I mean by those words? For example, a match or a lighter. That's a fire hazard because a match has the potential to either start a fire, or if there is a fire going on, with a match being present, that could add a fuel, so it could increase the severity of the fire. Also, we could say a fire hazard can also be classified as an impediment to the proper function of a fire protection apparatus, which was designed to reduce or fight a fire in the course of action. Let me repeat that again. A fire hazard can also be classified as an impediment to the proper function of a fire protection apparatus designed to reduce or fight a fire in the course of action. What I mean by that is an impediment is, for instance, there is a fire sprinkler installed in a building, and the fire sprinkler is being covered either by manually placing objects against it. For instance, a fire sprinkler on the top, and there is a stacks of boxes reaching the fire sprinkler. So the boxes are now the impediment, which will disrupt the fire sprinkler to do its job in the course of fire. And for us to understand all this fire safety, we have to have a fire safety plan to fight this fire. First of all, the importance of fire safety is to protect and to prevent. Is to protect and to prevent. And for us to protect and to prevent, my first point of tips is to stay aware. Stay aware, which we call woke. Stay woke. Stay woke to anything that could be an hazard, that could start a fire, ignite a fire, or increase the fire. Some safety solutions against fire include the installations of fire alarms, the installations of fire alarms, the installations of fire sprinklers, the installations of fire sprinklers, the installations of fire extinguishers, the installations of fire extinguishers, the installations of fire doors, and the installations of fire doors. These mainly cost money, yes, because these are expensive. These might be referred to organizations, businesses which could afford them. However, I have other safety tips for every human. Either you're rich, you're poor, you're in the middle, whatever class you want to put yourself in. So follow me with these tips. Tip number 1 that I'm going to give is when there is a fire, the first thing you want to do is leave the premise, leave the fire scene. On your way out, if there is an alarm, sound the alarm. First tip, when there is a fire and it's big, you can't fight it, leave the premise, leave the fire site. On your way out, sound the alarm. However, if it's a little fire, let's say a little fire start in a garbage can, and you have a fire extinguisher by you, or you could get to the fire extinguisher, take the fire extinguisher. If you've been trained on the fire extinguisher, on how to fight a fire with a fire extinguisher, take the fire extinguisher and try to quench the fire. If the fire is getting bigger, leave the fire extinguisher, run out. On your way out, sound the alarm system to notify others and call for help. Call 911. In other countries, it might not be 911, so try to get familiar with your emergency numbers. Number 2, at home or at offices, do not use extension cords for big appliances such as a conditioner, heater, freezer, refrigerators. Do not use extension cords. Extension cords can cause home fires or office fire or whatever kind of fire due to overheating. Because extension cord is not built to have heavy loads on them. So if you have heavy loads on extension cords, this could start a fire. Number 2, never smoke in a place not designated for smoking. Do not smoke in a place that is not designated for smoking. According to statistics, smokers are 7 times more likely than non-smokers to have a fire or to start a fire. Number 3, stay in kitchen when cooking. Stay in kitchen when cooking, and it is advisable to wear short arms clothing. So this could prevent fires as well. Unattended cookings account for more percentage of home fires. Yes, unattended cooking accounts for more percentage. According to statistics, unattended cooking accounts for more percentage when it comes to home fires. Try to install and maintain a smoke alarm. These are not relatively expensive. You could go to the market and get them for cheap. However, quality is better. Try to install smoke alarm system. Number 5, plan an escape route. To me, this should be the number 1. Yes, I should have put this in the number 1. Always plan an escape route. Okay, and with these, you could planning an escape route is very easy. You could do it with your family. You could do it at your organization, your businesses. This is called fire drill. So let's say you are home, like you could take your kids and try to inform your kid when there's a fire. You will either go through the window. If the fire is near the entrance, the door, you will go through the window, take the escape stairs by the window. Some buildings have escape stairs by the window. Take the window and try to escape through the window. However, if the fire is not closer to the door, go through the door. Okay? If the fire is not close to the door, go through the door. Number 6. Store matches and lighters out of reach. Matches and lighter out of reach of children. Store these matches and lighter out of reach of children. Toddler fires more often happen due to children playing with matches, because really most of them don't know the consequence of this. Everything is a toy to toddler. And number 7, at home, never leave burning candles unattended. Yes, never leave a burning candles unattended. Yes, because even to the young ones, sometimes we use candles like back home. Because I came from Nigeria. Back home, when there is a power outage, we use candles for to read, and these causes fires a lot. This causes fires a lot, and I want to believe, like, with these, now we understand the importance of fire safety. And the importance of fire safety is what? Is to protect and to prevent. It's to protect and to prevent. Thank you for listening on this short episode. I hope you have a great experience with me. And I'll see you next time. My name is Soji. Thank you. For safety talks, safety blogs, safety articles, safety learning and awareness, and all other safety subject matters, log on to safefellow.com. Come on, let's talk safety.